Hey guys, and welcome back to Opal&Mint. I am Ashley, and welcome back to Watercolor Month, a flower every day. And today is day 17. We're painting a flower every single day this month, and we are using the flower color guide. We are randomly opening to a page and painting whatever flower it is that we land on. I figured today, before that, I want to clear our heads, take a little break, and show you an exercise that I like to do to kind of refresh my creativity, and kind of a lot of times when you're painting, your mood will affect it. Your state of mind greatly affects what you're painting and how easily you get frustrated and stuff. So I figured today we'd start with a reset. I want you to grab a piece of scratch paper. This is just a cutoff of a larger sheet that I had. So just any piece of scratch watercolor paper, and just pick some paints that you want to play with and see how they play and dance together. So I'm gonna take some different things. All right, so step one, get a large-ish, medium to large brush. This one probably could be a little bit bigger, but just cover your paper with water. Just slap some water on that paper. I really need to clean my brushes. Okay. That has a little green in it. That's fine. All right, so you can get a bunch of paint on your brush, or I haven't poured these into pans yet, so I'm gonna take a little bit out of this tube. Whoa, that's a lot of little. Squirt that on there. And this one as well. These are some Schmincke granulators that I recently got. And I'm just kind of putting some paint around the page. I'm going to drop some water on it. I want to just watch that pigment move around. Getting quite a bit of water. I want to saturate this. All right, and then I'm going to also take some of these. What else do I want? Let's grab whatever this is. Just going to start putting paint in your water and just go nuts, go crazy, have no mission, no agenda, just play with color, pigment, water, and just kind of move it around, watch it dance, watch it pool, and just kind of relax and enjoy some. I need like 5 of these. This one specific color, I'm already majorly hitting pan on it. I really, really like this one. These are my 31 Purple Fish paints, by the way, that I'm using right here, and the other 2 were Schmincke's. Just kind of playing, resetting our brain today. Seeing what happens when we put a lot of water to different colors. Blending colors together. Just play around with your paints for just give yourself a few minutes. Splash some in there, splash some water in there, grab some salts, grab some rubbing alcohol, just whatever you're feeling. Put it on paper. I feel like I need some more blue. Oh, that's purple. Wrong one. This is rubbing alcohol. I'm just going to take a very long liner brush and I'm dipping it in there and just dropping. Whoops, oh, I didn't mean to get it on my paint. Just kind of tap your brush. Okay, so we're gonna set this to the side and bring out the flower color guide. All right, here we go. Now we are ready to start, refreshed and inspired by color. Let's open the book and see what we're getting. Okay, we've already had this page, so I think since I have had the book open for a while at certain pages, it's gonna naturally do. Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna do the Calla Lilly, and this is extremely dark. This is called the Black Star, and it looks like a very deep, rich purple. All right, so we are on page 415 of our flower color guide today, and I'm gonna be using the Bao Hong Academy watercolor paper. Let me clip this. How's it looking, guys? How is it drying? Is it making you happy? And I'm going to be using my Daniel Smith paints today. I'm wanting something to just work. I pull those paints out because I know they're gonna perform exactly how I expect. Okay, I don't think I've used this one yet in this series, but this is the Princeton Snap size 6. If you haven't noticed, I use a lot of Princeton brushes. I find that they are very good quality and they're not like outrageously priced. All right, so this is a very, very dark flower, but I want us to look at the highlights here. So it's shiny, and to show the shininess, you leave some highlights. So I want to start off by doing the flower all in this value, and then we'll add in some depth around it. So let's kind of go for this, which it's really kind of hard for me to like focus on what color that actually is. It looks kind of like a gray purple if you try to like isolate it. Let's just see what we have. Okay, there's a color I really, really love from Daniel Smith. It's called Purpurite Genuine. It's made from, that's an actual stone. And I think it's this one. Let me see. Yes. So I think I want to start with this, but you can start with any kind of purple you have, and we're just going to do kind of a watery version of it. So I'm kind of going to just mix it in with this kind of existing pinkish color that's on here, and I'll use this. Okay. So let's start with this one. Let's start with this bottom shape is kind of a bell. Ooh, I got a lot of paint. A lot of water, I mean. Kind of come up, and we're gonna bell out a little bit. So let's just focus on that shape first. This kind of comes around here. Okay, and then this goes out here. And then this back petal, leave a tiny little white space in between those two, goes out this way. Give it a little bit of a wave and then down to a very fine point, which I did not get right. It's okay. I'm going to put some water on the page and erase. Just lifting that up, because I really wanted a finer point there. So we're coming down. I feel like this actually needs to come here. Okay. And again, I want to reiterate, because if this is your first video of the series, these are meant to be quick, beginner friendly, and loose. So I don't want you to get too focused on making it exactly like the photo. I got a little hung up on trying to make that look right, but that's fine. Okay, so just fill this in with a light wash of that. I'm actually going to leave a little bit of a white space in between those two, because we're keeping this a loose style. So sometimes we use white space to show where things intersect. Okay, so there's my first one. While that's still wet, I want to take the stem on it. So let's just grab a green. I don't even know what this one is at the moment. But I want to get it on here while it's still wet. This is much deeper than the actual green of the photo, but I like these two colors together a lot, so I think that's going to be fine for me. Kind of belling that out a little bit. Let's make it a little bit thicker. This is a pretty thick stem. And then I want to do, I think I just want to do one more, and we will go on with another layer on this to deepen this up, so don't worry about that. I kind of like this like really closed off one, and I think I want to put it here, so a little bit lower. And what I want to do, I'm gonna get a little wash of this. I'm gonna tap where I want the base of it to start, and then where I kind of want it to end. So I'm kind of mapping out where that flower is gonna go. And this one's gonna be much skinnier, so keep that in mind. Okay, kind of make it bell out. So this is that first petal on the front. Go like so. And then, again, I'm going to leave a tiny bit of white space. Make this one go out this way. Again, making kind of a bell shape. And then wiggle that around and have it meet there. Okay, this is where the highlight's going to be, so make sure we leave that light. This inside of this will be the highlight. Okay, so we're just mapping out a shape right now. My shape looks a little funky. You could probably make this curve look much more elegant. I'm trying not to fuss with it too much, and because I'm just going to make it worse. I'm making it worse, it's fine. All right, take your green, touch it to the base, and pull the stem down. Okay, so those are the outlines. This we're gonna make go way, 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 way deeper. So it's a little funky and messy looking. It's fine, leave it, just leave it. Okay, so we need it to be even richer and deeper of a purple. I'm actually just gonna mix up, I don't remember what colors these are. I'm gonna add some of the purpurite in it. We're just gonna make a deep, rich purple, and it's got a little bit of redness to it, so we can leave that pink in there. And then I'm going to add in, I'm going to take my lamp black, and so lamp black from Daniel Smith is like the blackest. That just completely made this black. It takes over, but you can add in Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray is a good option, neutral tint. Lunar Black would make a granulating one. This is really, really dark, which I'm wanting to go pretty deep because this is a deep, very deep flower. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of my purpurite in there, and let's see what this looks like. Okay, let's start with this, the base of this, because this is where it's really, really deep. So let's take, yeah, look at that color. I'm gonna take it and kind of map out where it is deepest, and then we'll blend out. Let's see, hold on, focusing here. Wash your brush off, kind of tap it off on your cloth, and then just blend out just like that. A little bit better. So this side right here has a little bit less than this side, so I'm just picking it up just a tiny bit, and this is still wet here, so I'm getting a clean wet brush here, and we're just fanning this color out. I'm gonna make that a nice tip there, and then leave a little rim at the top right here. All right, so there's that part. All right, this inner part right here is really, really deep. So take some of the darkest bit you got, and we're gonna do a nice line here. And again, I am gonna go ahead and leave the tiniest bit of white highlight line that I can here. Okay. And then I'm gonna fan this color out. So I washed my brush off, tapped it off on the paper towel or washcloth, and fan that out. Touching in some of that purpurite solid right there. Washed my brush off again. And I'm gonna come this direction instead of fanning that way because I want it to stop. I don't want to keep pulling that out because I want that highlight to be there. Putting in some more depth right here. Pulling it just a little bit. Kind of curving some of these lines coming out. All right, now we're going to come to the very tip here and we're just going to wet it. The water is tinted purple, so it is putting a little bit of color down, but let's go ahead and get this part wet. And we're going to take our deep, deep mixture, tap that in. They go all the way to the tip. All right, washing my brush off, tapping the brush off on your napkin, and pulling some of that color through here. This edge needs to be dark, so I'm going to put some of that dark all the way to this edge. Yeah, this edge needs to be dark here. And then this needs to be dark coming through here. Just trying to leave highlight where there's highlight. So again, I washed my brush off and I'm fanning out, kind of making those edges soft. Okay. Okay, and we don't want this to be perfect, so don't spend too much time fussing. Just try to get that highlight in the general area that it belongs in. This edge in the photo is like super, super deep, so I'm trying to go even deeper there. Okay. Alrighty. So some lines coming through. Okay, I am going to leave that one now and we're going to move to this one here. All right, so the depth is on this side of this one. So let's take our dark, 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 and we're going to place this nice edge of darkness over here. Okay, washing my brush out, tapping it off, and I'm going to fan this out to this edge. Okay, and getting some more of that purpurite coming down this edge here. I feel like that needed to be out a little bit more. Okay. This is still pretty deep here. Just keep looking at where your shadows are and where you have just a little bit more of light. Because this is still really deep on this side. It's just the lightest of how deep it is. Okay. All right, so, whoops, sorry. There's that front petal there. Now let's go to this back one where we've got a highlight. Let's take, I'm just getting the purpurite. I'm not getting any lamp black on this section here. I'm going to do this front little bit here in this purpurite. And it kind of goes into a little point here. All right. And then I want to have a little bit of separation between the back of that bell and that front part. So let's take our lamp black, purpurite. I need a little bit more warmth since that pink is now gone, that warmth that we had. So get a little bit of a pink color to add to your mixture. Just kind of play, get your colors where you want it. All right. Okay, so it's really deep in this, just this little bitty section here, and then it quickly fades into highlight. So we're gonna do just a tap of depth here, and I'm gonna leave that for a second. I'm gonna blend it out, but I want it to dry just for a second. And then I'm gonna take this side here where that highlight stops and it goes depth again. It goes depth. Let's get this here. Let's go ahead and get our edge. Get that edge in there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna wash off my brush, wiping it down, and then I'm going to fan this color out. Continuing to wash. We don't want too much color to fan out because we need to keep that highlight. So kind of push back in this way. And then this one can go out here. And just kind of blend out that edge a little bit. Okay. A little bit more depth at the edge. A little bit more. All right, and then I lost a little bit of the highlight here, so all I'm gonna do is lift some of that color. Okay, I'm trying to keep this loose, so we're gonna stop. I'm loving the color, I'm loving the depth. This one looks a little wonky, but I'm fine with it. It's fine. I'm kind of really happy with this one. So let's go ahead and splatter some color. So get quite a bit of water in your mixture and splatter some of that. And then take our green as well and splatter some green. And I'm actually super happy with this one. All right, so that is the end of day 17. I hope that you're enjoying this. And again, I think that I am going to be doing a big painting where we sketch at the end. So if you have any recommendations for what you want to see, let me know. I'm going to start sketching soon, getting ready for that video. I'm very excited for the final day of the month. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And oh, wait, stop. Show me your painting. Show me what it looks like. Look at all this beautiful just color blends. Oh, if you did this little exercise, please post it and tag me. I want to see yours. But anyways, if you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you want to see our future videos, hit that subscribe button down below. And we will see you again tomorrow for another day of Watercolor Month, a flower every day. Bye. Oh, I love the deep, rich purple. But hold on. Let me finish my intro. You ready?